Last time on MasterBaker, 5 streamers with no baking experience competed in a day 2 of a 5-day baking competition. Each day, one baker will be eliminated, and the winner shall receive $2,000 and a box of HelloFresh. There was Point Crow.
Look, it's a snake.
Caroline.
Caroline's talking.
Don't listen to her. She's trying to create drama, like Ryan Seacrest.
Stands.
I'm gonna put myself 5 on 2.
Okay.
Slime.
My cream is so good. Everyone talks about how good my cream is.
And Squeaks.
Big drama. What'd I say? Big drama.
Tasked with the baking 2 flavors of cookie to be judged by Trisha Zaberti and Sidion.
Yeah, I would say I'm excited, but not.
Day 2 was even more chaotic than day 1.
Where did this come from?
Everyone's leaving here with a little bit more trauma.
There was drama.
Wow, tensions are high.
Oh, you can just take it out. You either sail me to victory or I'm going to kill you after this.
And there was a twist. After they finished their cookies, they also had to decorate completely different ones.
It's screen crack?
Finally, it came time to present. Despite how they looked, Squeaks' cookies made him day 2's top baker. Caroline did well despite early setbacks. Stans was creative.
I mean, not everyone's gonna be a movie star. Sometimes you work at Sam's Club, you know? That's
Slime made bread.
What is a cookie if not round bread that's sweet?
And Point Crow begged.
So instead, you gave us 2 of the same cookie with different syrups on it. I'm mad.
But when it came time to vote, chat saved Caroline from elimination, even though she wasn't in danger. Seriously, chat, use your votes on people who need it. Anyway, it came down to Slime and Point Crow, a really hard decision that would have been made easier if chat voted for one of them instead. But in the end, it was time for Point Crow to leave the nest and never come back.
next time we do anything ever together, I'll just have this in my memory.
What new challenge awaits our bakers today?
It's only going to get harder.
Will Slime remember to close his oven?
Oh, I want to close it so bad.
Will chat save someone who needs it this time? Find out now on MasterBaker.
MasterBaker Day 3. We're all working 9 to 5 jobs here. It's kind of, we're doing a good job. Today we have a new challenge and new judges. Same sponsor though. Thank you HelloFresh for always being fresh and bringing freshness to our doors. Over here are our new judges. We have Aria and NiceWigg. Welcome to the kitchen, you two.
Thank you.
Are you excited to be here today?
Nervous.
Yes, that's fair.
I'm also nervous. I had no idea like what you guys were cooking coming into this. And apparently nothing's edible.
Yeah.
So,
Really? Not
yeah,
Well,
apparently
What?
some things. Like a bite is edible.
You can eat it. I don't know if it's safe, but
I want to try to eat something today. That's
okay.
A
whole
full,
thing.
the full thing on the plate.
That
I want.
seems bad idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
I like
All right.
it.
What are some things that would really be a deal breaker for you if any of the chefs put it on your plate?
Mine's pretty obvious. Cream cheese.
Hates cream
Anything cream cheese related, made by Satan, like that's gone. You're
Okay.
done. You're out.
Nothing made by Satan. I'm so
No.
sorry, Slime.
Right here.
No cooking today.
I'll figure it out.
Okay, no cream cheese. Anything from you?
A cilantro, but that's like a secret.
No
You
cilantro.
and me both, sister. We have the genes. I hate cilantro.
I have the jeans.
Yeah,
So sad. All right. Well, our lovely chefs are back in the kitchen. We'll start with Caroline. Caroline, you were saved yesterday unnecessarily. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel good that people still, saved me to make sure that I got through to the next round. I talked to chat last night.
A
and
crowd
said,
favorite.
Listen, I'll take it, right? To those who didn't save me because they have utter confidence, I ride with that as well. So, and then to the 2 haters,
Whoa.
You have to let them know.
to the 2 haters in chat.
And Squeaks, our first place yesterday, from almost elimination to first. How'd you do it?
Listen, I told everybody before baking yesterday it was going to be a whirlwind performance, and I'm here to say today I'm going to be trying to make food. So I am not confident at all, but hopefully my insecurity will carry me to the first place again.
Stans, you thrilled the judges with your flavors yesterday.
Yeah.
Genuinely the only reason you stayed.
That's true.
I'd like to make that very clear.
Yeah, it wasn't the bacon itself. Yeah.
How do you feel about your flavors today? Do you have ideas in your mind?
I do. I think my only goal today is not to get as maybe dark. I think there were some things said when the camera was on me. There was some anger at the chat.
You did.
Yeah, it got
broke?
I got a little piss baby, and I'm not going to do that.
He
today.
said he was going to keep himself safe.
I did say I was going to, and I said it was not a bit, and to call help.
That's so funny.
We didn't call help.
You're so much cooler now.
And by the hair of your bear,
Yeah.
you made it through. What's your plan today to not face the chopping block?
I literally just need to make something that tastes good. What I've learned is that it doesn't matter if it doesn't like bake the best.
Good, yeah, that's good.
It just needs to taste good. That's way more important because I was really focused on the structure, the fundamentals, which I don't have.
So
that was hard.
Yeah. All right, well, judges, how do you feel after hearing all of that?
Not confident.
Really?
I'm not eating anything, for sure. There's no way I achieved my goal today.
No, that'll be good. Today, with 75 minutes on the clock, your challenge is brownies.
I'm eating. Yeah.
Every single day the same question.
Do they have flour?
I think I made one in a microwave once.
Go wash your hands, and then we'll get started. Well, they wash their hands. Those of you at home, we will now show you how to make brownies. So at least you guys know what you should be expecting going into this. Welcome back to MasterBaker. I hope you guys are enjoying your watch. Today is pretty simple. The challenge is brownies. However, I do think every day is simple, so maybe I'm a dick. I don't know. What we're going to do is start with our dry ingredients. Our flour, add our salt, add our baking powder. So simple. We do that every single time. We just mix our dry ingredients together. We're not blooming our cocoa powder. Our cocoa powder is also a dry ingredient today. So we're gonna throw that in there. Now we're creaming our butter. We often do this in recipes. It's a way to evenly distribute your butter as well as start adding some air to your recipe. You're gonna mix this until it's light and fluffy. It's fully combined, as well as you usually will want to get at least a shade lighter. We're going to add our eggs. And you know what? Let's just add our vanilla right now too. We're crazy, we're wild, we're living our best lives. And mix. Okay. One thing you need to do to avoid chunks is scrape your sides. Sometimes I'm too lazy and I'm like, whatever, I'll just have chunks in it. But today I'm trying to be a good example, so I'm scraping my sides. And now we're going to slowly add our dry mix. Okay, I added that really quickly. That's fine. We just need that all incorporated so you have no powders floating around. Brownie batter is thick. All right, look how thick that is. That is our brownie batter. Now, I think a #1 mistake our bakers are going to make throughout this competition is oiling their pans. So I am gonna oil my pan. You wanna try to get this spread pretty evenly. If you have a hard time with that, just put plops down. I've got 2 plops down. That means I need a plop over here. Great. Spread this out, spread this out. All right, that is nice and spread out. We're gonna throw that in the oven, 350 for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. Then we're gonna find ourselves a nice sharp knife, cut it into a really nice, gorgeous brownie. There you go. Yummy, yummy. In about 75 minutes, one of you will be sent home and you will not be coming back tomorrow, which means you will die in real life. Okay. What? That's exciting. You do not get planning time today.
Oh, okay.
All right, 75 minutes to make brownies. Only 3 of you continue in the competition. Your time starts now.
This is a generic brownie.
Okay.
Like a super normal, not gonna excite everyone brownie.
Okay.
And so we need to
Sounds exciting.
I think a brownie is just a cookie in a brownie tin. How do we make cookies again? Don't be
I don't know. I actually don't know.
And then don't mix your wets and your dries.
Okay.
That's a fact of life.
Yeah, we're making cat food. I'm so sorry. Don't ever step on a theater kid's foot.
Oh no, I wonder who they'll save today. The damsel.
Are you okay? Are you okay? You're
Guys.
fooling me.
Oh god.
He is trying to kill me.
Start the hate thread.
What are you doing?
Squeaks is.
You'll all be sorry. You'll see.
Don't come to the kitchen tomorrow.
Because I've made these from a box. Now, I've obviously not made the batter, but I've learned over the last couple of days, you know, how flour and powder and all those good things.
Uh-huh.
The trick is going to be this for the gooiness. I think.
Wow.
Plus I do that.
Wow. Are you going to share that with any of your competitors?
Potentially.
Wow, that's nice of you. First 5 minutes. Have you seen anything that's impressing you?
Yes, I saw someone doing a bain marie
Uh-huh.
over there with the pot and water, and that's actually right with no direct contact with chocolate. So I'm excited. How did you know that?
He's probably cheating.
That didn't impress me because I don't know what that is. But the mental warfare is good.
Yeah, you like that part. Okay.
Gaslighting each other.
This is good.
There's a lot of gaslighting. Yeah,
Active injury, this is a good start.
it's a good start.
Yeah, I have
It is
a
a
note
good
here
start.
too. It says slime's doing more watching than baking.
Yeah, they seem to kind of peak on each other.
Yeah, a lot of cheating.
Yeah, a lot of cheating. I'd let them get a little more settled, and then I'll bring you around. Okay, choosing not to use your mixer today. What's that choice?
I always don't because it's like it's too much, and it's like it doesn't work right.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And I'm a hand guy. I like to get in there. Look at my forearms; they're crazy.
someone's loving this right now.
What are you talking about?
The same people in the comments, they're loving that. He likes to get in and there, ladies.
I'm trying to get a solid base of chocolate.
What is in there?
This is just chocolate chips and butter.
That's like the only.
And I want it to have this is a really good consistency to me because I want my brownies to be very gooey as well.
You have a mix of chocolate and white chocolate?
Just chocolate.
Oh, that's butter. Oh,
That's
okay,
butter,
okay.
yeah,
I see,
yeah.
I see.
So I'm gonna mix it until this is completely smooth and creamy,
And then what are you gonna do with it?
and then I'm gonna let it cool.
And then what?
And then I have no clue. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to act all cool right now.
Interesting choices.
I
Okay.
am freaking out in my head.
You've got oil and eggs.
And vanilla.
Okay.
And the piece de resistance.
Oh,
Milk.
people do call it that.
Yes.
Okay, what are we doing over here?
I put in some flour, granulated sugar. But I remember from the last couple days is that if I have too much granulated sugar, it'll be like really gritty.
If you guys want to grab your notebooks, you can come investigate. You can ask them any questions you would like.
I think my questions are going to be less about baking,
That's fine.
more about their.
That's good. So you're not only judging on baking, you're judging them as people.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
All right, give me the rundown on what you're doing here.
Oh, dude. So
I feel that.
I put a couple flour. Basically, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how the brownies work, and then we'll get there with some sort of amazing, intuitive flavor. I also don't know if it's enough for this thing. I don't like having to fill this square, so that's not fair for me. Chat's how I feel. Okay.
I looked at the ceiling, so you couldn't blame me.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no clue either.
Something nice of you to try to say.
Yeah, I'm trying my
For
best.
me. Thank you.
Good luck.
Hello. Okay, here's my plan.
Measuring out.
I'm measuring out brown sugar, but I'm gonna have a crazy plan. I'm gonna be honest. I melted the chocolate on top of water. I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do. Everyone's looking at me like I'm an alien. This might be a
That's just our faces.
yeah. And then Stan said, "Bro, like he kind of talked to me about like how I need to like make sure I have a foundation," and he was like, you know, and that really got to me.
So you're taking advice from other bakers?
I'm not. I'm actually choosing not to listen to Stan.
Okay.
Stan says I'm gonna regret this.
How's it going?
Look at you go.
This
And
is
it's
my
not
first
oil.
brownie. It is a coffee mocha flavored brownie. So I put some ground up instant coffee in there, plus cocoa powder, plus a little vanilla.
A little bit of caffeine in it.
Yeah, a little bit of caffeine in there. I think it'll give it nice. Feel free to give it a whiff if you want.
It smells great, actually.
Yeah.
It smells like food.
Hi guys. So something we're doing differently today is I'm putting salt. Like I'm not gonna be afraid of the salt. Okay. Yeah. So I've been a little afraid of salt.
What's your favorite type of brownie?
Here's a brownie. Just like super good. I like kind of a little bit undercooked, very gooey. Yeah.
After doing your tour, what do you think? You have to be a little quiet because they will spy on us.
Correct.
Measuring sugar in liquid measure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, they don't know how to use those, but they are doing their best. The number one thing I see is no one is using enough cocoa powder.
Yes.
Yeah,
I wrote
How
that.
much should you be using?
at least half a cup.
I didn't see anyone do it.
No. Slime told me he used like 2 teaspoons.
So if you don't use like enough, what is it gonna
It's
taste
gonna taste like flour. Yeah, yeah,
I mean, at that point, it's all gonna rely on the toppings.
yeah.
Some look definitely more prepared than others.
Who do you think is looking the best?
The squeeze,
Yeah.
yeah, because he actually melted his chocolate.
Do you think he's cheating?
How do you learn that? You know what I mean?
Maybe he Googled it at nighttime.
He said he wanted to.
Yeah, but do you think maybe he's lying? Because that's what I say when I'm lying. I'm like, oh, I really wanted to steal a purse, but I didn't steal it, but I wanted to, and I definitely take it. Yeah, I wouldn't not take it.
Yeah.
So
He seems like a very nice guy. I don't know him personally.
he's not nice.
Oh, then he's
Yeah, I know. I think it's just something to think about. Just a conspiracy theory that I believe we should start.
Okay, I'm panic putting flour because every contestant's like, dude, squeeze, you need flour.
Yeah, he doesn't have it in this, which is crazy to me.
This is still gonna be fine.
I thought you were gonna do you.
I mean, it has flour, it's baking. That's what we've learned over 3 days.
I mean, I'm still like,
Baking is flour.
I'm gonna bend over backwards for peer pressure.
Oh, so you're not doing you.
I'm not. I'm not gonna be myself for this bake, and I think that's what's probably.
We would
the best
all
thing.
hope that. We've been hoping that.
Not to be myself.
Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting way to mix that.
That's a lot of flour, isn't it?
Mine was thick.
Now, yesterday, you did the method of adding flour slowly and slowly and
Yes.
slowly.
And so I've learned my lesson because I added way too much and I mixed way too hard. But I do still believe that this needs a little bit of more body, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think I'm good. And I'm just trying to figure out my creativity. I also got to bake this.
Now you have a brownie in the oven, correct?
I do have a brownie in the oven.
That's huge.
Coffee flavored brownie.
First brownie in the oven.
I put too much flour. I should have just stuck to my guns.
Those are the no-bake brownies.
Yeah.
He made them.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this in the oven and I'm gonna start over.
That's exactly what I did.
Because
Such an interesting tactic that all of you have seemed to start doing.
What?
Is just restarting.
Yeah, restarting's good.
I'm a
If you
speedrunner.
don't know the basics, you have to try multiple things.
Right.
Because you can't just make the same thing 4 times.
I've just never seen that on British Bake Off. I've only
Different
seen it here.
ratios. Okay, well they're better bakers to be fair.
Well,
Yeah, they know what flour does on that.
Yeah.
So.
Here's the thing. When I first made it, it was
ooh,
very, very,
you
very
added
thick.
marshmallows.
No, I
Oh.
put in 2 types of chips.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
marshmallows. Okay.
No, I hate marshmallows.
Oh, great. Squeaks in the oven.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. That was just like a funny one, you know.
Mine's going in the oven.
Okay,
I'm proud of
slimes
you.
in the oven.
I'm proud
You
of
say
you.
this every time. Caroline is prepping her brownies. She's struggling to get them out. All right, he is back at his double boiler.
I think what I'm gonna do different here is I'm gonna use an extra egg because I only used 2 eggs. So like my flour, and I put too much flour. So like it turned out to be like it's gonna either blow up in the oven, like it's gonna overdo the pan, or it's just not gonna rise at all.
A lot of people are doing 2 brownies, is what I'm starting to notice. A lot of them don't realize that brownie batter is really thick. It should be thick, but instead they keep loosening it up by adding milk and stuff.
They're started seeing the box stuff.
And the cakes too, because they've been trying to make cakes and yeah, but it should be thick. So
To get that ooey gooey, you're supposed to get that chocolate sugar reaction.
I will say Caroline's and Squeak's, they look pretty good going into the oven.
Even with the flour mishap?
Yeah, yeah,
That was just a reaction with the chocolate.
yeah. It started hardening. It got cold.
Yeah.
What's up?
What are you doing differently with this one?
So my portions I think were just wrong, and I'm adding an extra egg because I don't know. It just makes sense to me. I don't know. This might be a disaster.
This is all gone. You used it all.
Yeah. Is that too much butter?
Oh, God.
All right. What are you doing over here? You've already have 2 brownies in the oven.
Yeah, I'm trying a different ratio.
Okay.
And I'm also adding a little bit of, you know what your favorite part has been these last 2 days?
What?
The food coloring.
Yeah.
I put a tiny bit in there because my first one did not get dark enough. Chat wants to see it. It didn't get dark enough for my light.
Oh, did you put a swirl in there?
I did put a swirl in
Okay,
there.
okay. I was making sure that was intentional.
No, that was intentional. There is a swirl.
That's strange. Okay.
There is a swirl going on.
You're in the oven, so what are you focused on now?
Buttercream frost.
Wow, okay, great.
Because today is the third day, and I'm determined to get it right.
Stan's is sad that his is too light brown, so he added brown food coloring instead of adding more cocoa. That's a bad idea. You should just add more cocoa. If it's too light brown, it's because it's not chocolatey enough.
Yeah.
But instead he added food coloring.
So he's just trying to fix the color.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild when you think about it.
There's a natural, whenever you can use natural things to change the color that adds flavor, that's the better way to do it instead of just adding food coloring.
Yeah.
There's some miscellaneous sized cans over here for anyone who needs them, for any overachievers.
I've never overachieved in my life. Ever.
Let's see that frosting.
Frosting, I'm feeling good about.
What a beautiful color.
Is it nice?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Well,
I think that's what she was aiming for. She was really hoping you liked purple.
yeah. You could almost get that exact same color
Purple paradise.
if you used blueberries, Chad. Blueberries would give you that color.
I heard that. Blueberries will give you that color, too.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm crazy.
My ears are getting better now.
That
I'm
sucks.
listening
You guys
to
are starting to listen to me. My mumbles, you're starting to listen to them. Oh, here we go. Out of the oven.
Yeah, out of the oven.
First brownies out of the oven. Oh, he's grabbed the strawberry emulsion.
Yeah, just a touch.
And what's in your, is this a frosting?
This is a frosting. It's just butter and powdered sugar. And I'm like slowly testing it to see if it's sweet enough. And if it's not, I'll just keep adding powdered sugar. But because we're just presenting one brownie, I think this is just fine.
Okay.
I don't need too much, so.
Okay, yeah. 23 minutes left. What are you doing?
I'm bringing back the ancient ladle technique from day one.
Yeah. And what is that?
It's a secret, actually. I can't tell you. You know how you haven't been telling me things?
Well, this seems a little,
this
seems
is my ancient
really.
ladle.
I mean, it's graham crackers. I was just trying to help the people at home. It is graham crackers.
Yeah, but with
Sugar.
vibes.
Oh, vibes.
I will
My
take
bad.
this to my grave.
Okay. It's graham
I will
crackers.
never tell you.
Okay. The interesting thing about making a puree for this is you would not add ice. You would just puree the fruit. Shut up. That was terrifying. It smells as though somebody burnt their chocolate.
Oh no.
So, chocolate, if you've ever watched my stream, you know about how long you should microwave it for.
This is fine. Everything's okay. Some of it's burnt down here. That's crazy.
If your chocolate burns, it is ruined. You cannot use any of it. The flavor takes over everything. So it is in fact ruined. It will taste like burnt chocolate. We'll see if he redoes it. That is what we're currently concerned about. Among the rolling pin and the blender. That was very concerning. I missed that. I turned around to see that and saw my life flash before my eyes. The chef just had an epiphany. What is your epiphany?
I'm gonna caramel and peaches go good together. You get some peaches. You're gonna cook them on that.
I see.
Then you have some roasted peaches to go on top of the blondie, and you have some cherry sorbet to go on top of the brownie for Black Forest.
Nobody asked, Stan.
Cutie ass. It's on camera.
We have one brownie out of the oven, beginning to be plated by Squeaks.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Because I don't want to make a mess when I cut. I don't want it to be like fudged all over. I want one good piece. That's
Right.
what I'm really fishing for. But it's getting really hard to extract. Like it's kind of like wet. Wow. But it's cooked. So that's, I'm pogging.
Gotta come out.
Her brownies are out of the oven, and she is throwing them right into the fridge. Smart.
I put mine in the refrigerator because I don't know, maybe it'll be easier to cut and then easier
I just threw
to
mine in the fridge.
frost.
Dude,
Otherwise,
that
it's
looks
just gonna
good.
melt. Thank you.
I like that color.
You want to try some? I should have said that out loud.
Yes, I'll be right back.
I don't. You alright?
What?
That was a little too hot.
First burn in the kitchen. I have a speech impediment. I'm sorry. First burn in the kitchen. Do you need a medic? We don't have one.
It's my. Today's been the day of injuries. First slime trying to take me out.
Uh huh.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
I think it looks great. That looks like a...
I also like it undercooked, but I can't tell like what's the line between.
If the judges don't like it, fuck 'em, you know what I'm saying? Cook for yourself.
What the? Who are you most concerned about?
Instead of
Really?
Newsweek, yeah.
Yeah.
His brownie looked like cat shit with like M&M's.
Yeah, okay.
But it could be really flavorful with all the chocolate.
Yeah.
True.
I'm
He
just
did
nervous
use the
about
most
the
chocolate.
finish.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay, you're nervous about presentation.
Yeah, a little bit.
A squeal of confidence coming from this end of the kitchen.
It just looked way better than I thought it would.
I see.
No,
Okay.
it was a surprise. I thought that was going to be dog shit.
This is Stanza's cleanest day.
That's because I threw all the dirty stuff out of the frame.
Oh, huge.
We went up, we went
Oh.
out, we went everywhere.
It is. We have gone up somehow. 5 minutes left.
Okay, my second one looks way better. I'm just gonna
Oh, interesting.
go with
Interesting.
my strawberry nonsense.
I hope that's the right call. Slime has grabbed chocolate syrup. Oh, for plating, I see. That's interesting.
It's on a shelf.
He's watches. Oh, TV. Oh,
We got some brownie frosting over here.
oh,
Brownie
I was
batter.
thinking maybe using warm brownies frosting on a
very creative.
brownie.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The most prepared our chefs have ever been. Congratulations, chefs. It is time for the apocalypse. First name, Squeaks.
Oh, awesome.
You,
Thanks,
you
guys.
are presenting first.
Yeah, okay. Introducing Strawberry Blast. So basically what I tried to do was tried to make like a gooey brownie. And I think the brownie tastes pretty good, and the frosting tastes pretty good. The one problem I ran into was I didn't have enough time for the brownie to cool for my frosting. So my frosting kind of turned into a liquid consistency. But the strawberry should still break through.
Okay, so it is day 3, and your plate looks like.
Yeah, it looks like. I think you're right about that.
Yeah, he is right. Exactly what happened. His buttercream melted, and now he has tongue.
Is that good? Oh no.
And laughing. It's Ratatouille moment again.
She loves it.
Wow. I love your interpretation of buttercream.
It's just butter.
It's just butter.
Yeah, too much butter.
I don't think the strawberry tastes good at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
I'm saying this not knowing I could not do any better, for sure.
Fair.
But I think the brown, it tastes good to me.
You use granulated sugar.
For the brownie? Yeah. And brown sugar.
Yeah.
Very grainy.
Yeah, too much.
But since you use real chocolate, right?
Yeah.
You can really taste that. So it's actually really yummy to eat. It's almost like candy. You
Yeah.
made essentially hot candy.
Fair.
Have you tried it?
No.
It's actually good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think you will be proud of yourself. I think it's the best thing you've baked this week.
Oh. No, not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Your flavors are there. It's actually a smart thing that some people do with their brownies. Brown sugar in brownies is actually kind of a little secret. It's more popular in the South.
Oh.
But it does give you a more chewy, elastic thing, and you achieve that by adding that. So your texture is pretty great if you like chewy brownies, which I do. Your buttercream it just needed more powdered sugar to glue it together, and of course you already know, fridge first and then frost.
Yeah.
Not bad overall. Your best
Awesome.
thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Up next is slime.
Maybe 5 years.
Woo!
Presenting to you a brownie. This is a brownie with a slight hot fudge topping on the top and pretzels as well. I feel like it creates a balance of texture and flavor. And I accidentally made cake, but I smushed it down.
Too bad way to sell your brownie.
I didn't. Oh, I'm just telling you the truth.
Yeah.
I love
like
how they
that.
both come up with the truth first.
I can't deceive you guys, and also I used a mixer thingy or a spatula, and I can touch it with my hands, so I promise it's okay to eat.
Presentation wise, beautiful. You've really done something today.
Are you chef?
You put
great
cinnamon
job.
in that, yeah?
I did. Cinnamon was my secret weapon, my secret instrument of terror.
Very creative. You did make a pretty good cake.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, like if the challenge was cake, you would have been there, I think, which is interesting. The thing that would have gotten you to brownie is just more cocoa powder. It would have made it more dense. Yeah, more cocoa powder would have really thickened that up. The cinnamon was a nice touch.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
I also like the pretzels on top.
Yes. I was gonna say
That added a nice crunch.
Yeah.
Oh my! You did want to finish. You wanted to finish something today.
That's a good start.
That's a good contender.
Wow.
Another thing is there is cakey brownies exist. Like that's a thing. Some people like cakey brownies just like how you like flat cookies or big cookies. Cakey brownies are a thing. So it's like it's not. I would say it's still like in the category. Is it a brownie? It still is a brownie because you can make cakey brownies. Yeah. Right. All right. Well, thank you, chef.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
All right. Chefs, for you today, I made 2 different brownies, cake style. Cold option. Everyone knows that cake style is an option for brownie that you can make. These are cake style brownies that I made. The cold one is kind of like a black forest. You have a cherry sorbet on top. You have chocolate inside, a little bit of dark chocolate. And then I spiced it up with some instant coffee to give it a mocha flavor. And then this one on the right is a blondie, so I used brown sugar, hoping it would caramelize, and I also did a caramel swirl before I baked it, with some peaches that I caramelized and sugar on top.
All right, get on in there.
Oh, yeah.
What an asshole.
I know.
All right.
I want it so bad. I'll just take it.
Overall, potentially the most interesting use of flavors today.
Okay.
Dance to the name.
No, it's a song of ice and fire.
You saw him.
I was worried about
That's
that.
my go back there. That's my go. He hated it.
Most traditional brownie.
You burnt your sugar.
A little bit. A
So
little tiny bit.
when you said my peach tastes bitter, but that's not my fault, it
Yeah.
was indeed your fault.
So true. So true.
You were really close though. I was watching your caramel and I stood there and the second millisecond it burned, I was really sad for you because you were really close. But you were on full copium where you're like, it's not burned, which was admirable. Something interesting about your sorbet, you didn't need to add ice.
Got it. I didn't know they were frozen at first,
Yeah.
and I was too lazy to throw the ice away.
This one here is the worst one.
Okay.
Only because when I saw your instant coffee, I kind of already knew. But usually when you use it, you want to melt it ahead of time. Like with a little bit of hot water, like a tablespoon of hot water, because I bit into some chunks and it was super bitter, like
Got
bitter
it.
explosives. This one was alright, and you've got a standard kind of yellow cake going on. I liked it, yeah. If I ignore like the bitter peach, but other than that, this would have been your best bet with a little bit more sugar.
Your creativity today, great use of bonus ingredients. Obviously the execution on them could be good.
Hey, fair enough.
Better,
Yeah.
I mean, but it's the creativity behind it that I think you were there. Your pairings in your brain were perfect.
I think you took a risk today, and I respect that risk.
Love to hear that, Chef.
All right, thank you, Stan.
Thank you.
Diva's got it.
Yeah, he is
More
good.
execution. Got it in his mind, though.
Never mind.
That's like a sandwich in your drawer.
This is turn your frown upside brownie.
Close.
Oh.
No, I had it was way too hot still to frost.
Okay.
So we have pretty traditional brownie, but I threw in some white and dark chocolate chips. And then we've got a coating with some powdered sugar and graham cracker. Okay, do you feel you went for the worst part of the brownie?
Really, I like the edges.
You do?
Yeah, so everyone I've gone for edges. I like edges.
I'm a middle girl. Don't worry.
I am okay. All right.
For the confidence sake, this is where you would
Yeah,
like.
the edge.
I'm gonna go back in for a middle.
Okay.
Hum. Yeah, I keep saying hum. It's interesting because it is 2 very different experiences. Your edges are awful. But your inside, because it's undercooked, is good.
Yeah.
So if you would have cooked the whole thing all the way, if you would have left it in there for another 15 minutes, it would have been bad.
Yeah.
So it's smart that you pulled it out, intentional or not, I don't know. But your middle is good. It's definitely a brownie, so that's exciting. One of the less creative when it comes to flavors, but I do like your plating. I think the lack of being able to articulate is purely because It is a brownie. If that makes sense.
That's a category.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it's not unimpressive, but it's also not super impressive.
Okay.
As weird as that sounds, like it's not remarkable.
What happened with the edges?
Well, it's just because they're baked the most. So if your entire thing would have baked the most, they would have all tasted like the edge. So you just had a dry brownie a little bit. Topping it with graham cracker didn't help you because that's dry.
That was more for the pizzazz, but
I love that. Yeah.
well,
I'm into that.
it's no song. It's no song of fire and ice.
It's a good taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the most brownie
Yes,
we had,
I agree.
which I like.
So actually, what we're doing today is you guys are going to go in that room right now. We are going to choose first place, and then chat is going to choose someone to save out of the bottom 3. So that's what we're going to do. So I will excuse our chefs.
Right.
Hey,
Mine.
guys.
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah!
I've been watching it.
Everything was edible.
Yeah.
I
This was the first day.
You guys got the best.
This was the best day.
I like it.
The interesting thing about her brownie is that it is a brownie. That's why it was so hard to judge, because it's like, okay, that's a brownie. So let's get really particular about like, oh, it's dry, oh, it's this, oh, it's whatever. But it is brownie. Out of everybody, it's the least creative brownie. That's what's interesting. And so it's like, okay, what do we care more about? The brownie or like, is it creative? Is it this? Is it that? Like, we just have to decide, because creativity is also a category, presentation is also a category, taste is a category. I would say this is great with taste, but the problem is almost all of them are good with taste besides Stan's.
Yeah, I was gonna say Stan.
Yeah.
We just say taste the peach, taste it was bitter, and still slap it on there anyways. At that point, just give me the plain peach.
Yeah.
Plain peach would work too, but I also think by flambeing, like, you know, caramelizing it or whatever,
It was perfect.
creative.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got
yeah.
creative.
True.
So it's like, all right, he knew his flavors were bad, so there's some creativity points right there. I guess let's focus on who we think is our winner today.
I already have my pick, but
Who is it?
I like slime.
Slimes?
Because I could eat that whole thing.
Yeah. That's how I'm feeling about Caroline's. But like, so if it's
That's
more.
true. Hers is very brown.
Yeah.
For me, it was like a delicious spice cake.
Yeah.
I think just because of the creativity, because I think they're equal taste-wise to me. I think I would equal them, but I think that little extra ounce of creativity from slime is what gets him above. Yeah, the pretzel and the cinnamon, I think, was really smart.
Do you think that since she did something so simple that it should just be like really almost perfect? You know what I mean?
that's-
Like,
Yeah,
she
that's
didn't
what I was
take a risk.
thinking.
Okay, so that's why you're
Yeah,
analyzing
so that's
it.
why I was like, that's why it was really hard
Makes
to
sense.
judge, because I'm like, this is a brownie. And when I say it's a basic brownie, that's still like such a f***ing win, right?
Right.
But the issue is, Squeak's already also made a brownie, but at least he put
Real
weird
chocolate.
strawberry on it.
Yeah.
Real chocolate too.
Yeah, we know our winner.
Yeah.
So we'll bring them back in. We'll announce that, and then we will chat. You'll be able to save someone from the bottom 3. All right. We'll bring them back in. All right. So, chefs, I will let our judges explain not who, but why you chose this person as the winner today.
I felt like it was the brownie that I could finish the entire plate of. I'd ask for a slice to take home even. So yeah, that was my reason.
That was it.
Yeah.
Every aspect of the competition came into play choosing this person. Creativity, presentation, taste, and is it a brownie? They passed all marks. So the winner of today's competition is Slime.
Make your chips.
You'll be seeing Slime tomorrow. All right, choose, chat, who you would like to save. Squeak, Stan, and Caroline. The person has been selected who is safe.
Oh.
Chat, by just a slim percentage difference, this person has been saved and has no chance of going home today. Again, chat, you've probably wasted your save.
Son of a bitch.
I don't believe this person needed to be saved. Caroline is
Wow.
I knew it'd be us.
You guys can go back to the other room. We will decide
Oh wow, they have to double deliver.
who is going home. Chat, why are you guys like this.
She was in no matter what. for
Yeah,
sure.
she was definitely gonna make it.
Without-
I have my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, let us
Cutthroat.
She's ready.
I got my shit
She's
ready.
thought it.
So remember how we were, what was it, the accusation of Squeaks cheating with the Henry?
Yeah.
Imagine picking up like a more skilled technique and not doing it to the best of its ability. And then with Stan's, imagine making 3 different brownies, but all of them not being stellar.
Stan's is so much worse though, taste-wise, than Squeaks that you can just eliminate them though.
I had 2 bites of Squeaks. I really loved the texture he got.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was gonna say that tasted yummy. It tasted like a hot candy bar.
And Stan's tasted like nothing, but I really love Stan's creativity.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm
it's
really
fun to- it's fun to watch.
struggling. Yeah. All right.
Change your vote.
It's very, very clear what both of you were good at and what you were not good at. One of you had gorgeous presentation. One of you had insane creativity, probably some of the most that we've seen this week. One of you had a better tasting brownie, and one of you just had more of a f***ing brownie. So it's almost split down the middle in categories. The person that has lost today and is going home is purely based on what we would go in for a second bite on. And sadly,
Sorry, fans. Aw. Thank you.
It was fun making with you. Yeah. No. Hey, it didn't taste good.
all you needed to do was when you tasted things was adjust.
You know the crazy thing is I tasted all the batters. I was like, it's kind of good.
No!
Yeah, so it's fair.
He made 3.
Oh, that was miserable.
Yeah, it happens.
That was not fun.
Show sucks. I will not be doing this again. That's it. Our final 3 will be back tomorrow. All right.